Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Janice. Happy Saturday, December the 27th. I hope everyone had a wonderful, awesome Christmas. And I would like to say, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate if you hit that subscription button, share, and like some of my videos. I want to talk about today about scars, uh, scars, old scars that people don't realize that sometimes you can leave like scars on people by some of the words matter. But I also want to say, because I am an African American woman, that we as African people, black women, FBAs, we can take a whole lot of our frustration and anger and then put it into something positive. We really don't kind of concentrate and just on things that people say and what people might think about us. Even in some of us as black women have to deal not only with the YTs, but we have to deal with our own race, as far as some jealousies, and if they think that you have got a little bit more than what they got. And sometimes it's not even about what you have. Sometimes these people have more than what you got. It's just that it's your energy, it's the way you carry yourself. I guess that they get intimidated by it or whatever. They get intimidated, but and scars. What I want to get back to, leaving old scars and behind, when people have a tendency to talk from their heart and jealousies and treat you like you are not really worth their time. I feel like it's more like it's something within them that causes them to do that causes them to want to just lash out, disrespect, come at you to try to make you feel some type of way. If they think that, you got something, you got a life, that maybe something that they see something in you that they would like to be in their own life, in their own existence, something going on. They would like to have that. And it could be a variety of anything, but getting past that, to getting to my point, what this video is about is people, Black American people have endured so much. I mean, so much. Especially black women. We seem to be everybody's target, or to lash out if there is something going on. We are target more than any other race of people when we are out in the community or out just minding our own business, doing our thing. And it seems like it just, we become everybody target and things. And for me, a lot of time black women seem to like be out there on their own. They don't have the protection that other race of women have. They pretty much a lot of time have to stand up for themselves. And if they don't do it, and most of the time they are target. The part with me is, gets me, and it have never happened to me before, because I'm so totally different from a lot of black women that I know. I have never been approached by anybody of a different race, and if I'm minding my own business and then have someone to come up and get in my space, I have never had that to happen to me. And I've seen videos of people black women and black men that they're just out minding their own business, doing their own thing. Sometimes just sitting in subways, on a subway train, minding their own business, looking at their phone, and someone look like this come up in their space and started picking with them for no reason at all, and then it escalate from that point on till it wind up with being that the black man or woman become the villain, and the people that look like it becomes the victim. And I never had that happen to me before. I have talked to many of my friends about that, and I have never had that happen to me before. It does. I'm pretty sure, being the type of person I am, how I was raised, because I've come up in a 2-parent home where I had my mama and my daddy there. Both parents were there, and we was raised to treat people the way we want to be treated. But at the same time, my daddy always said, do not let anyone back you up in a corner and hold you there. When that ever happened, then you need to come out swinging. So I remember all those conversations and those comments, and I never had anybody to come up in my face and get in my space and try to get something started and then make themselves as a victim once they get something started. If you come up in my face, if you get in my space, you better be prepared to finish what you started, because I promise you, between the two of us, it's going to finish one way or the other. And I'm not going to care, because people always say that black people are violent people. We're supposed to be violent. We're supposed to be quick to anger. And in reality, that is just a false imitation of us, a false narrative. People have said that none of that is true. Black American people does not care. They don't get up and get out of bed, get dressed with anybody on their mind in particular, that, okay, I'm going to go out and find somebody to pick with today. We are so busy, and especially now under this administration, we are so busy trying to just hold our own and to take care of our own family. We do not care about what's going on in other communities, whether that be the white community, Latino community, the Asian community, Arab community. It does not matter. We are focusing on us and us alone. And as an African American woman, I can honestly say, with this last previous election that we had in 24, it would be a long time before we as African Americans trust anybody that don't look like us. We don't trust them. And it's not to say that everybody in those other communities is bad people, because we get the message and we know that there are people that are good people, people that did not vote for this person. I don't like to call his name. I don't recognize him as a president, but we don't think about anybody else in any other community other than our own. And it's going to be a very, very long time before other community is going to have to put in the work if they ever want any us African Americans to stand behind them and to fight for them from this point forward. Y'all going to have to put in the work. Because right now, we don't see it. We don't see it ever happen again. We won't get out in those streets. We won't march for anybody. We won't put our lives and our bodies on the line for people that whenever they get what they want, they turn their back and we are no longer relevant at that point. They don't care what happened to us. They don't care if we live or die. They don't care if blood had to be shed. They don't care if our family member died. As long as y'all done got what you wanted, you're satisfied at that point, and you have always done this. But this past election, 2024, it have taught Black American a lesson finally, because I, for one, has been thinking this for years, that we were wasting our time, our energy, and our just everything, putting in everything for people that really didn't care less about what happened to us. We care about what's going on in the country, and we care about the fact that people that did not vote for him, that are suffering and that are going through some things. We care about people being taken from the streets, taken from their homes, and being taken out somewhere in camps and places where they are being treated like no less than a animal, or less than an animal at this, if the truth be told, less than a animal. I think animals will get treated better than people that they have actually ICE has swept up, took off. And if I question sometimes if some of these people, if they are even ICE, or just people that's got masks on their face, racist people that have decided, to get in on this opportunity to be racist and to treat people to something that a desire that they have had for a long time now, and have not been able to have the opportunity to express that and to be able to put it in motion. And now that this man that sits up in the Oval Office has given them the right and go forward with this attitude, and without any consequences, they are taking full advantage of it. But I can't speak for anyone else, but I can speak for myself. I am a Christian woman. I believe in God. I believe in consequences. I believe in God seeing everything that people do. I believe that vengeance is His, the way the Bible has spoke that vengeance is His, and I believe He takes care of this type of people in His own timing. The only thing we can do is pray about it, go on with our lives, and then let God do His will and do what He's gonna do to these people. People that think that they're getting away with it, they're not. Y'all have a good day.